Okay, hello. Been working a lot on this corporate finance, reading financials. I'm going crazy with this. So I'm going to go back to project finance. And just this is just the first one is going to just take some dates and organize some dates. And what we're going to do is after we put the dates together, so it's going to be kind of basic in terms of the dates. I have to fill one. And then we're going to put in different technologies and put together the S curves or the construction profiles. And we're going to do this in a couple of different ways. With one is kind of a standard way where you might put percentages in, and then you've got some soft costs, some development cost, owner's cost, and all this. And for those, we'll just put in different starts and end dates. But another thing I've seen is, maybe you have a really detailed budget. You have every day what's going to be paid. And you go through a long, detailed budget. And some of the other costs are kind of like the ones we had here. So, how do we incorporate those alternative budgeting issues in our analysis? Excuse me. Now, so let's just review. Now, I have the generic macros file open, like I always seem to do. Okay, and then we Control Tab. Now, let's put first Shift Control C. Hopefully that doesn't mess everything up. Okay, and then so we just have what are the inputs? So we put an input for the financial close, and then on the development period, this time from the model start date to the financial close, I use days 360. Of course, then you can divide by, oops, that wasn't very good. Shift Control and I guess the tilde sign or something. Same thing for the end and the start construction. This is the days 360. Same thing for a testing period. You can go crazy with these stupid things. And then we have, for the period of the project, I just put some assumptions in. So this would be E date. And we go up to the commercial operation date, go to this, and put 12. I have just seen this thing from the World Bank. They have to put in a stupid model that they're 12 months in a year. Okay, fine. God. And then we put in how many periods we have. We want a monthly period during construction, and that means for each, it takes 12 periods to get to an annual. Period to annual. How's that? No way to describe that. And we have 6 periods thereafter, and we need to know, did I do that right? Monthly periods. So I went to I said, let's take the starting period, and then let's take the construction period, end of the construction period. I'm sorry, the commercial operation date. Now the commercial operation date is part of the operation, so that's why you have to subtract 1. You can use the days 360 minus 1, I think. I'm pretty sure. Okay. And that gives us a way to set up, and then I put some assumptions here, okay, and the general kind of assumptions. Now let's start the dates here, but we'll eventually put this in in each kind of detailed sheet. And the first thing to do is, I think, we just make a period counter. Now, you know that I'm a great believer in everything is simple, everybody is stupid, environmental impact statement, EIS. And we have about 30 times 2 is 30 times 2 is 60, plus 21 is 81. So let's make it 100 periods. We couldn't even make it longer. But so let's just start with period 1. I'm going to put it out here and leave a lot of space. Alt-EIS, enter. And let's go to 100. Okay, and then we just do that. So that's the Alt-EIS. Okay, and then we can put next. The next thing we can put in is the pre-COD. And this is a switch. This is going to be a switch variable. And the input is going to be the monthly periods. Okay, I'm going to try to abbreviate some things in reasonable ways. And then we just take this one and put less than or equal to. We'll see if this really works. Shift Control R. Okay, and then we can, once we have that, then we can put months in period, and this is just months. And we can put in the pre-COD, and we have 1 month in a period. And here's what I'm going to do. I need a few more things. Post COD, and that's 6 months. And we simply put a if statement. If this is true, then we take the first one, otherwise we take the second one. Shift Control R. Okay, and I fucked up, screwed up, sorry. And we put F4. Okay, and I hope we, oh yeah, we got the 6. Okay, we've got that period. Then we can put start of period and period. Okay, and date. Now here is the rule. You always start with the end date. So we start with minus, and we take and add 1 to that. And we can put e-date or EL month if you care. It doesn't make any damn difference at all. -1. And then we have our periods. And now, once we have the periods, we'll begin a series of different dates. The development period, construction period, testing period, commercial period, operational period, PPA period. So let's put development period, then construction, then testing, then testing, and we put operation, and then PPA period. And these are going to be switched. And start. Start period is just the start period of the model. So this is one thing that's tiny bit different than I've been doing it. And the end period is the financial close. Or I'll put the start of construction, actually. And the construction starts with, well, we'll might as well take this up here. Start of construction. End of. And then we take the testing period. Start of testing. End of testing. And you know, I'm just thinking about this while I'm doing it. Okay, and the operation starts at the COD date and ends at the decommissioning date, and this one starts at this one and ends at the and so we have all of these, and we can put and we always go to the first one, always go to this one, and it's got to be greater than or equal. Now wait, F4 greater than or equal to this one, F4 3 times, and then we go up this one, F4 twice, and less than this one, F4 3 times. Go slowly, you'll get it right. Control D, Shift Control R. If you want to get a little fancier, you can press Shift Control T and Shift Control F just to, you know, show which is the various we don't have anything in one of these dates, which is kind of bad. And I'm sure that's the testing dates. Okay. This is greater than October 15. And it's got to be less than, greater than or equal, so this should be October of 17. There it is, it's true. And what do we have here? This is the construction should be ending at the same date as the testing starts. Just a minute, let me look at that. Okay, well that was good. It was a good way to test things, I guess. I don't know, but the start of testing should have occurred at the end of construction. You have to be really careful when you do these date things. Okay, now once we have this timing, let's go and don't worry about these yet. Why don't we copy this to that page? So let's shift spacebar, control. I pressed control X. That's gonna be a pain. It's not gonna. We're gonna have a little problem. So control V. Okay. I should have saved the file probably. And then we go back to and we copy it again. And then edit paste special as column width. Okay, and we have our timing. And you know, if you would like to, for example, let's try this. I want to just show a kind of column for the commercial operation, for example. You click on the entire thing, then you go to conditional formatting, make a new rule, and I've done this thousands of times now for you, but whatever. Let's say when the start of period, and press F4, always start in the left, equals the operation start, which is this one. And then let's take a very light kind of color and press OK. Yeah, and I'm going to call this our working analysis. Or, well, let's call this our pre-tax cash flow. Okay. Now, it didn't work. Shit. Okay. Well, just a minute. Okay, I did have a mistake, and I apologize for this stupid thing. I should have not subtracted one from that because of all my stuff I was doing, okay? So, now, why don't we just take this and put this on this. Okay, so that's our timing. Okay, now the next thing to do is, I suppose, let's put some macroeconomics. And we can put why don't we put year, and we can put local inflation rate, and we can put the inflation rate. Let's put annual. Okay, and then we'll put our and put our index. Okay, I hope so to do this, just put equal year. Why don't we put the Shift Control R? Okay, and it just goes like this. And then if we want the inflation rate on an annual basis, we look up the year, and then we go to the this one, and you've just pressed this one, and then you press this one. Okay, Shift Control R. Okay, that's the and suppose I don't know why I put 0, whatever. Okay, and if you want to be a little lazy, I guess, I don't know if this is a good way to do it, but you can press F4 here, and you can put a $sign here, Shift Control R, and Control D for okay, and then the inflation index, we start with 1 and we put we go back to this one, multiply it by 1 plus the rate raised to the, now I'm going to put something else here. Months in period, let's put periods per year. So I should have periods to make up to make year. I don't know how to say this. Okay, and we can put equal 12 divided by that. Okay, and then we put this one, let's see if we can do it in one go. 1 plus this one raised to the 1 divided by this number, it's 1/12 power, minus 1. Does that work? No. Hopefully it just starts, yes. Okay, that looks like it's okay. And we better put a $sign here. M16 is okay, and L16 is okay. I think everything else is okay. Control D. And why don't we press Shift Control 1? And then we can put our exchange rate from PPP. Let's put the base rate. This is going to be just a, let's put a base rate and get what it was in the base period. Now, so this one, okay, and we can just, we should put a date on this, but I'm just going to be really bad and assume it's here. So then we can say, well, let's do it even. We multiply this by 1 plus the local rate divided by 1 plus the USD rate, and we get our number. And I did something wrong. No, I already had the index, so we don't have to put the 1 plus, excuse me for that. Okay. So this is our prediction. Oh, shit. Fuck. Hang on, just let me stop. So let's continue. So what I did wrong here is I just had to press the F4 button and divide it out. Now we'll do 2 methods for capital expenditure analysis. Capex. Now we could do it in 2 different ways. One way is to just use a standard kind of construction percent. Now what I really should do here is that we make it color. God. Okay. And let's make this one a slightly different color. Okay. I don't know if you could even probably see the difference maybe, but we'll do that. So if we, first of all, if we press Shift Control C here, hopefully it shows this one is slightly different color, hopefully, because it came from the other one. And then we, why did this should be equal to edate before, and we put this one. So we could, I have to press Shift Control C again, but notice that when I press Shift Control C, I needed to keep these in black, by the way. Okay, so one way to do this is to put the construction expenditures in, and then just what we'll do is have a category for civil works, for plant and equipment, and we'll use kind of a sum if and get this. Now I did a little, we had 3 different types of plants here, but that's less important. So this is the Capex you'll take, and we can do this, and then we could put a different thing in, a different S-curve in for civil works or plant and equipment or something else, but that's one way to do it. That's kind of a traditional way. Then for the soft cost, the development costs and all that, what I did is I just put a thing here. So this comes from the other page. Sorry about the colors, they're almost identical, but whatever. And then this is just how many months we have from the start to the end. Okay. And I hope I don't have to subtract 1. I might have to. And then what I did is, so once we take the start date versus the end date, we can have how many months, divide that, and get what percentage it is. And then we can, these are the different types of technologies. I think it's always the same for all of these, so apparently there are some economies of scale. And for the development fees, which is different than the development cost, I think it's very important to segregate that out. We can also put just the date. Okay. We could put the development fees, and it makes a little difference because of the financing we'll get to later. Let's put the development fees at the construction end. We could try it then at the construction start. So there we have soft costs that are treated a little bit differently than the other costs. Okay, so let's put the EPC costs in, and then let's put the God damn it, and then let's put the expenditure percent, and then why don't we put in the civil works first, then we'll put the plant and equipment, and then we'll put the engineering, and that's all we have, right? I could have done some things. We can put total EPC. Okay, and then we can put our soft costs, and we can put in our development costs, our general costs, our owner costs. What else do we have? Owner insurance costs. Okay, so let's see if we can do the same sort of thing and we can put total soft cost, and then we can, I think we should put our development fee as a separate item. Okay, so the first thing we should do, and we should be really careful, when we have something like this, I want to get rid of these NAs, so I'm going to move these back one. Okay, and then we'll put the very start period of the whole model, which I hope, so that will assure that there's a 0 in here. And we should put on the very last one a 0, and that's going to assure there's a 0 at the very end. So when we put our expenditure percentage, we can use the lookup function. Okay, and we can always look, since these are always at the beginning of the period, we look at the beginning of the period, and then we click on the date, and then we click on the construction period. And then we press Shift Control R, and it'll give us the construction percentage for the various months. And then if we want, so this is going to be a percent. So I'll just put a percent sign, and then this will be in, I guess, USD, 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 and USD. Okay, and then with the cost. Okay, and for the cost we just put a SUMIF, and we'd use the same kind of approach. You first, I hate that, well, I don't really hate it, I don't really care. And then we click on this one, and hopefully that we don't have any kind of, and then we go back to our thing and say, well, when that's equals this. And when we copy it down, I think we'll have it. Okay, I'm going to press F4 until we hit the C, and then we put a comma, and we simply click on the whole thing. Okay, Shift Control 1, shit, Alt H9, I hate it, Alt H9, I hate it, oh shit, oh you bastard, okay. Come on, why is it so slow now? Okay, so we can okay, ah shit, what should I do? I hate to make these bigger, but so I'm gonna be make them all bigger if I have to make one bigger. How boring is this? Oh shit. And then, so we can then just put a cost in. So let's just get 4 key until we hit this. And then we push this one in, and we just hold it, of course. And then we Control D, Shift Control R. Okay. Okay. And there's our construction. Okay, so that's not very complicated, but we're going to do it a couple of other ways. And of course, we can use the Alt equals, and why don't I just press this one? And okay, and let's put a little underline here. Okay, so that's the kind of standard way. Now I want to show you a couple of other ways to do that. That's kind of one of the basic objectives, really, of this thing. So the first thing we can do is copy our development costs, please, owner costs, and our insurance costs. We can do the same kind of thing. Okay, and these are USD again, and shit. I'm so bad today. Okay, maybe I gotta give up. Maybe I should just give up on everything sometimes. And then we can press Alt equal. And then now we can, I guess I'm going to put costs. Come on. Oh, God. Okay. God, is this slow. It's really pissing me off. And then we put the, let's see what we really want. We want to get the start and the finish and the percent. So we have the start, the end, and the percent. Start, and this time maybe development. I have development general and owner's cost insurance and oops, and then we'll put the percent. Now I suppose I'll put it like this. I wonder wonder if there's a rule for this. Stupid rules. I hate rules. I hate signs. Yeah. Okay, and percent. Hate constitutions. PCG. Okay. Make you not think rules. Now okay, this is just infuriating me how slow it's going. Okay, and I hope we can do this. So I think what we need to do is put this in here, and we need to press F4 just, and then we have to put greater than or equal to, and this, and then we have to press the F4 3 times, and then we put this again, and we put it twice, and that's got to be less than this one. We multiply that by this one, F4, F4 like that, divide that, and also multiply it by this one, which is F4, like that. Okay, and oh shit. Where did I put my AND statement? Okay. Oh shit. And then we'll go to the home tab. This is not, I'm not being very, this is just so goddamn boring. But whatever. I just wanted to make a project finance video for once. And okay, and what we really should do is put a test in here and make sure that, you know, that this one, the insurance just begins at the operation and it's leveled out. Suppose if we put a test, we would put the sum of this equal this. Oh, it's true, good. I can't go up. Okay, and so that's we could make almost this our testing column. Okay, and how about we'll do this one, and this is the easiest one. And we have our cost here, Oops. Okay. And we'll get our total cost. And why in the hell? God damn it. It's just this is so boring. I can't stand it. I can't stand making a video. I get a thumbs down and get all depressed now. So let's put the start here. And I guess we can, if we want to be lazy here, maybe this is good. The E-date, and put this one, comma 1. And this is we don't multiply it this. So how about this? And the only thing is we don't multiply it by this last one. Okay. And we can press now Shift Control R. Hopefully, come on. There, it puts it right in the last period. Okay. And I hope you can see why. So that's that method, which is probably about a standard method for putting in costs. Now I'm going to save this, and I'm going to do it the whole thing. I'm going to do kind of over, and I'm going to do it a different way. Okay, so instead of using this, what you might want to do, and let's put example 1. Okay, I might want to instead, you might have a long list, and I've seen this with solar projects now. You might have a long list of expenses that you just want to put in, and you want to put the dates in, but sometimes maybe we don't want to put the dates in. So sometimes we might want to just say, let's start with let's take the starting date. Remember this, we press Shift Control C. Let's get the kind of things right. And hopefully these are kind of darker blue. Shit, you can't really see it. And these are regular blue. What the hell? Ah, hell. Let's. I think we better make this one a different color. Okay. So, can you help me with this color? I wish I could talk to somebody instead of sitting in this stupid front of this video thing all the time. Let's make it purple. Stupid color. Okay. How'd you say that? How do you say that, Joe? Shift Control C, and we now we can hopefully you can see there a slight different color. Okay. And then if you put an if statement, now if you put an if statement like this, and then say, okay, if that, then this. Otherwise, we're going to take the E-date, and we'll take the start date for the construction with the F4 and go to this one. Okay. And Shift Control 3. Now, if you put it here, the if statement, the way the if statement works is if this is blank, if it's 0, it goes to the second one. So using just an if statement like this can be whatever, effective. So this if, the way to read this if, this says if this is not equal to 0. So you don't have to put a not equal to 0. It's like a divide by 0. Then take this number, otherwise take this. Now, the other thing, let's put these things we could put at the beginning of the month, but I think it's better to put it at the end of the month. And if you put at the end of the month, comma 0. Now, please don't get proud of this stupid formula. Formula is kind of too long, but we can then put the dates in for all of these things. Okay. Now, I guess, so if it's nothing, okay. So we just have kind of a long list of things, and we put all of these in. Now this is the index function, so we'll take this one. So we want to put this in at the end of the month, but we want to put it for all the civil works and then all the plant and equipment. So the other way to do this is this. So for our civil works, we don't want this anymore. Hope we get a reference. No, yes, good, fine. Okay. Now, on this one, we could put a SUMIF and do exactly the same thing. If you recall what we did, I'm using this second one. We click on this whole thing and then click on the criteria, F4 3 times, and then we click on this one and we get our total cost. F4. Okay, and some of this, well, if I copy this down, it won't. Okay. Uh-oh, I have something slightly different, but what the hell. Now, what we can do is, I think, if you have these kind of lists, you go across and you get what the civil works. So you just put a equal, and you just go up to this one, press F4. Why don't you press F4? If that equals this one, and you press F4 just to get that one, and then you multiply that by that. Of course, no. Uh-oh, I've never pressed no in my life for that. Okay, and we multiply that by this one. Press the F4 until you just get that one. So then we can get our, what is this? Okay, and then we can just split it up down here. So we get the different categories and have different dates for them. And what happened to my end of the month? Okay, whenever you do some, whoops, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, it's just my old age and stupidity. Okay, we have end of the month for all of these things, and God, and then so we have all the different categories over here. Now, once we put them in a different category like this, okay, we can then just use the SUMIF function. Okay, and we'll just put equals SUMIF. Okay, and when we make the SUMIF, let's first look at the dates, and we look at the applied date, and we better press the F4 function because we're going to copy this across the sheet, and then we test it against, this time, the end of the month for once. So maybe the first time I've ever used the really end of the month, and we fix that, and then you sum the costs, and that's, we put this one in, and we better put F4. Now we're going to kind of have to manually adjust this. Let's copy this down. Okay, and when we then we just put oh shit, why didn't it like that? Because of that one. And this time we press this one, and press 4. Okay, and then we take this one away, obviously, and do exactly the same thing. So this is really how to take a real detailed layout or whatever you want to call it of the construction costs and put it together. Okay, and sometimes you might want to do that. Okay, and then we can press alternate equal, and we're going nice and really slowly now, but that's that one. Now, how are we going to do the soft costs? And so what, let's put, I kind of have a different little assumption in here for the soft cost, because I put some development start and end like I did before, but this time, you know, maybe we want to put different dates in for this one. So the overhead, let's put E date uh, 3, Shift Control 3, and then so we stop that. And then for the general, again, project company costs, maybe we want to start it here and end it here. What is this? The construction end, the financial close, the development costs. Oh, so here's what we don't want to do. We don't want to use those. Okay, and what I'm going to do is not, I'm going to turn the video off, of course. I can't wait for this one to be over. And if anybody's watching this, it would be amazing. You must just really be worried about some really details about how to put very specific costs in. Okay, so let me stop this on 52 minutes. Okay, I'm getting really sick of this. It's probably nobody will ever do this, but this, if we put the months in here. Okay, and we fuck, I'm just making it. Now, to get the months, let's use the days 360 again. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but whatever. Okay, and divide by 30. Okay, and now if we do that, then what I did is I just copied the dates over here so we can take the expenditures. First let's put an and statement, and this date, this is the start date in the whole model. This date is greater than, this date is greater than the start date F4, and that date is less than this date. And did I do it okay? I think so. Now we got this, and then we multiply that by the amount and press get it just to the J, and divide that by the months. Okay. Shift Control R hopefully will work. And now, once we do this, we're going to have to sum this. And I think we can do this. We'll sum this. We'll do a sum if test when this range equals the development. And then we'll have to sum this. And it's true, you know, I hate it because we can't you know, uh, uh, sum it across. I might transpose it or something, but okay, let's just make sure it really worked. So let's put sum. I have a feeling I should have not divided by, so this is 2, 6, 4, oh, we should we have done 2, 8, 8, oh, okay. So what we do is just copy this down. Uh-oh. Shit. This is gonna be, okay, I'm cheating. Okay, we have to spend it in 1 month, I guess. There's probably a theory behind that, but I just want to get this video done so bad. Okay. And Shift Control R. Okay, and now so we've got all of these different costs happening in a different thing. So remember, the whole idea of this whole video was to show you how this could be an enormous, lengthy thing, and then we can get it into the cash flow analysis and do it in a reasonable way. So I'm gonna take all this crap away, okay, and now let's just do one of them. So if we put SUMIF, and maybe you can help me, but what you can't because you can't talk to me. SUMIF, and we click on this column, okay, and then we SUMIF this number, and now the problem, and maybe it's not so much of a problem, maybe it won't be so bad, and then we SUMIF and we SUMIF this one. It's somewhat similar, I guess, to the other one. Okay. Now, when we do this, let's make sure it'll work. So we SUMIF, we keep it on column F. This should be F4 should only be in this column, right? And this S I think this is going to be okay. So this sums all the development costs, okay? And then we can just copy it down. So that's how we can do this. So let's kind of look at the insurance. That should have started at the financial close and gone to this one. And what happened to this number? Oops. I hope it's... Why in the hell did that work like that? It's the same stupid number. What did that... Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know why that didn't show up, but whatever. Okay, and that's it for this horrible video. But it's another project finance video with a much more detailed kind of analysis of timings and dates and construction budgets. Okay, enough. Ooh.